Tell you a little bit more information about the 11 people who have now died. 9 of them are women, 2 of them are men. They reside in various communities in Metro Vancouver. There is one person who has died, who we don't know where they specifically where they live, and we have identified them, but we have not confirmed their residence. There are a number of victims, survivors, who are still in hospital. 7 people remain in critical condition. 3 people are in serious condition. There are others. There are other victims who were injured, who received medical attention and may have been discharged from hospital. There are people who potentially were injured who we don't know about yet, or people who sought medical attention on their own. So there are many, many more victims out there. And if there are people who are victims who we don't know about yet, we encourage them to come forward and speak to us.
Mga kasawsaw, it was too hard to those people, to the family who involved the accident in Canada, Vancouver. There's 11 people who passed away, and it was too saddened because that was a celebration for our hero Lapu-Lapu, who was Muslim coming from Mindanao, a hero. The festival for our hero Lapu-Lapu. I'm very sorry for those people who got an accident. Actually, more than 40 people and 11 people passed away. This is for the incident, and the suspect was totally mental health, has a problem with mental health. I think the family problem, and he got a mental health problem. So that was the incident happened in Vancouver, and at that time they make a party, and one of the victim already talk in the social media that his family was there, and that time they're living on that party, but accidentally they passed away. And condolence to those our beloved Filipino, the 11 victims who passed away. This is for this incident. It was too sudden. It was too sad. Nobody want to be happen. Nobody knows that it happened. So just condolence, and just pray. Every one of us as an OFW, like me as an OFW, we must to be always pray before we living in our building, our accommodation, our home, before to go to work. Just pray for God. And when you wake up in the morning, when you wake up, when sleeping time, and when you wake up, just always pray, thanks for the day, thanks for a new day, like that. So I just wanted to condolence for those 11 Filipino people, our beloved Filipino hardworking OFW, or resident in Canada. We as a Filipino always say condolence, and it was too sad. Really, it was too sad. Nobody's knew that it was happened. Yun lang, so sad. 11 people passed away, and of course, how many injured for that incident. And I just wanted to make it clarify, guys, that those victim doesn't really deserve. It was too sudden lang because the suspect got a mental health problem before the incident happened. Their neighbor just like heard that he's shouting, and of course his family have something like family problem, and that was his a mental health problem also. And we really don't really know what really exactly happened to this guy, but I hope that justice, I believe in justice, that serve those victims. Yun lang, sorry. That those people who was attending for the celebration for our hero Miss Lapu-Lapu, they're just like enjoying there on that street. Have party, have just like a small. There's a lot of also like a car, like a stall, like a food cart, and nobody knows that it was really happened. Nobody knows that they're just even tough that it was so sad to accept because they're just like there attending for the Filipino community, the festival, and they're just enjoying the day. And most of those people are really innocent. They're just like more of those people also are family, gathering there, like, just enjoying for the moment. And it's really not, no one knows that the car coming and crush this stall and these people. I was so sad, you know, as an OFW like me and you, those people who are OFW, also shout out for all of you who are watching my YouTube channel right now. It was to sadden the darkest side of that is just like they're all innocent. No one deserved that this incident, and my advice for those an OFW and to those Filipino who are a resident already in all over the world, just always take care. But for me, this incident really unacceptable. They deserve to be alive, and those children who killed, they are really innocent also, and they're just like enjoying to the festival like Pesta. It's always happened like in America, in US, in Australia. They have like festival, the community, Filipino community gathering together. For me, this is good for give a chill and talking with those Filipino or the loving OFW, and just enjoying the party. But for this incident happen, I think the guy who got a mental health, I think we need to be vigilant. You need to be, our police or the driver, when you get the driver license, I think this kind of person like have a mental health issue. I think you must to be focused for that. You must to be investigate first before you get the license. And we're just like thinking, why this guy driving if this guy had a mental health, a mental health issue, drive a car or any kind of this. As a driver, you must to have an examination for mental health. If you are in a good condition to get a license. For me only. So that's all, guys. It was to the darkest side. It was too sad. Really, no one deserved to be on that incident happen. Really, I felt sad.